Hi everyone, I'm High Priestess Shailaja. I work with symbols, archetypes, intuitive guidance, and seven chakra to lead soul deep transformations. My videos are a blend of wisdom from your higher self, from my personal experiences, and messages for the collective. Hence, take whatever resonates and let go of what doesn't. I had this urge to record this video because maybe there's something that someone needs to hear. Let's start. Many people don't know I'm also a psychologist. I have a background in psychology and I was practicing as a psychologist before delving deep into the world of spirits, energy, occult, and divination. I always do my best to remove the fluff of my teachings, my techniques, everything I share. Because I believe I am the co-creator of my reality and I intend to teach the same to others. I embody this and I intend to guide others to believe the same, to trust their inner authority, to trust their power, trust their faith, their belief. These days I've been questioning a lot the basis of my foundation, my beliefs, my teachings, the concepts that I know. How much of it is based on fear, superstition, and how much of it is based on building integrity, building a strong foundation, a faith, relying on self, trusting self. Because I solely believe if there's anything that is overriding your inner authority, that is forcing you to submit to the other, then it is a big no. That you need to immediately stop whatever it is, pack your bags and take a U-turn. Because nothing is as important as self-authority, as my inner power, my inner guidance, my inner system. Nothing is as important as my intuition, my inner guidance. Everything people use is a medium to share what they know. As a psychologist, my primary focus was my communication, my speech, my techniques, my mind. And now, since I also have experience with the world of energy, spirits, occult, divination, I do other things, candle spells, so on and so forth, I realize more and more each day how important it is to trust ourselves. No matter which field you take, whether it's astrology, palmistry, numerology, psychology, energy work, no matter who the practitioner is, whether they are a newbie, an amateur, or a professional with decades of experience, if what they say is stripping you of your power, is making you dependent on them, on something external, instead of working on yourself, instead of building your own foundation, trust me, it is not for you. It is not the right choice. It is not the right thing for you. This is how fear grows. This is how superstition grows. This is how people make choices and decisions based on fear, based on one of the four: freeze, flight, fawn. Oh my god, I forgot the fourth one. Fight, fawn, and freeze. Because of these four, we tend to make our decisions and choices, which might be detrimental to us. I know I have been there in situations and positions wherein things were just not working out and everything comes to a standstill. You feel the entire world is against you. I have been there, trust me. For 2 to 3 years, or specifically 2 to 2.5 years, I felt like I was the only one in this universe. That there was no one in my corner, in my team. Me, myself. And as I'm saying this 444 on timer, that even I wasn't in my own team, in my own corner. I was angry with everyone. And most importantly, I was angry with myself. Because I wondered what led me to this situation, to this scenario. What forced me to reach this point from being a girl, a woman who loved camera, who loved sharing her ideas with the world, who loved sharing, expressing, performing. What happened to her? What led her to reach a point wherein she started doubting herself, doubting the people around her, and expecting the worst possible outcome always? What happened to her? And now, having moved past that, having healed wounds, trauma, releasing old stories, releasing old narratives, I realized the reason things happen is only and only for you. The only reason why something is happening is for you. I know listening to this might trigger many, because then you would wonder all these awful things that happened, all these awful experiences, awful memories, awful interactions with people. You're telling me all of it is my fault? You're telling me all of that I was the one that orchestrated this for me? Why would I harm myself? Why would I want myself to spoil my own life? What are you saying? Trust me, I had these questions as well. I had the very same questions in that moment of time. I never enjoyed celebrating my birthdays earlier. Whenever my birthday would arrive, irrespective of how the day went, irrespective of whether something special happened or not, irrespective of how I was blessed that day, I would always cry to sleep and I would wonder what's happening. I would wonder, is this how a birthday is supposed to be? I wouldn't look forward to the day. I would hype it up. I would build till the birthday. I would have these expectations and everything. Somehow on the day, on my birthday, I would cry. I would always look for the worst things. I would always nitpick and look for mistakes. Until there was this one course that I did, and that was the first time that even though it was not my birthday, I sat down on my sofa and I cried. I cried as I was saying, thinking, I am grateful to be me. I am grateful to be born the exact minute, second, time, the day I was born. I am grateful that I went through experiences. I am grateful that I met people. I am grateful I also received help from the universe. Always, every single time, trust me. In that moment, I didn't realize it. I felt like universe was my enemy. I am saying universe, you can think of it as the term that resonates with you. Spirit, ancestors, guides, higher self, whoever you believe in. And I always felt that they are against me because nothing is ever working out for me. Now when I look back to that, it's been 3 years for this with respect to this incident. 3 years or 3.5 years, I guess, since we are into 2026 now. Wow, it's already been 10 days since 2026 started. Now I believe and I realize every single thing that happened to me, it was all about how I am responding to it. I was betrayed by people. My trust was betrayed. I was abandoned. Some people made laughing stock of me. All of that doesn't matter now because I realized it was all about how I am responding to things. Whether I intend to align with these situations moving forward, whether I intend to continue believing in worst possible scenarios, whether I intend to continue living like this when I know I can do so much more with myself, when I know I have this immense potential that's waiting to come forward, come forth, is waiting to create beautiful things in my journey, when I know I can do so much more, do I really want to live in that small narrow world that I created? No. Answer is no, absolutely not. And you as well. If your answer is anything but no, no. We are not going to do this. We need to talk. The answer always needs to be no, I refuse to stay small. The answer always needs to be no, I refuse to settle down. The answer always needs to be no, I refuse to back down. No matter what happens, I know myself. I know who I am. I know my heart. I know my soul. I know my spirit. I know who I am as a person, and nothing, nobody can ever undermine that. Nobody can ever determine that. Nobody can ever define that. Because only I can determine, define, and decide who I am. I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. I know my potential. I know my magic. I know my skill set. I know the things that I do, the love that I pour into the things that I do, the love I pour in creations. I know all of it. Everyone else is only seeing a fraction, a figment, a portion of me. You're the one who's living with your mind. You're the one who's living with your heart. You're the one who's living with your body. Even if you stay with people at home, even if you live with your family, roommates, friends, partner, whoever it is, even if you live with them, they still experience only and only a figment, a portion of you. Isn't the answer simple? Nobody else except you knows the complete wiring and framework of your mind. What you think, what you envision, what you imagine, how you approach things, your intention behind things. Nobody knows how you silently pray for people. Nobody knows how you silently do things for someone without their knowledge, or sometimes with their knowledge. Nobody knows how much care, concern, love, attention you pour into things. Nobody. And so when nobody knows except me and universe, because we are co-creators, right? My higher self, my spiritual guidance team, all these people who are in my team energetically, spiritually, they and I, both of us know who I am. And so when I know who I am, how could I give up on myself? How could I give into situations and things? How do I allow one situation, one circumstance, a particular phase in my life to summarize and conclude my entire journey? The width of my screen is this much, and hence I can create this distance with my hands. I am 33 right now, so how can I let a phase of my journey, a phase or some events, combination of some events, conclude and summarize how my 33 years went, who I am right now, or conclude and summarize the next 33 years of my life? The next 33 years I will live for all the people who are going through difficult situations right now. Or maybe you have come out of difficult situations and like me, you are now rebuilding yourself. You are unbecoming everything, all these versions, all these thoughts, everything that isn't you. Continue, keep moving forward. This video is for both of us. It's to remind myself that I decide who I am. I decide what I want to do with my life. I decide how I want to live, and I live. I live by my rule book, my standards, my morals, my principles, my values. Yes, my book will be loved by some. My book will be loved by many. Many will relate. Those who will relate are my soul tribe, because we are on the same length, we are living the same frequency, the same vibration. And there will be some who resonate with some parts, and some parts they don't. It doesn't fit with their book, with their rule book, which is okay, which is fine. This is how I will grow and evolve. This is how they will grow and evolve. If we all end up being the same person, wouldn't we all be clones of each other? And how boring it would be to live in this world of clones. If we all don't share our thoughts, experiences, beliefs, no matter what it is, how will we learn from each other? How will we grow, evolve? There might be some things that I believe in today, which, as per standards, societal standards, might be red flag. Right now, might be something faulty. And it's okay. I am respecting and appreciating the me right now, because then I'm giving myself this opportunity to grow, evolve, move past it. And the contrary is also true. Right now, there are some things about me which are absolutely what the society needs to hear right now, needs to witness, needs to listen right now. Some things that make me me. And finally, there will be a section of the society who will be completely against my rule book. Okay. All of it is very contextual, is what I'm saying. The things that were important, mattered 20 years, 30 years, 40 years ago, maybe don't matter anymore today. And the things that matter today may not matter in the next 20, 30, 40 years. Therefore, if everything is fleeting, if everything is evolving, changing, everything around me is changing, then what makes me stop being myself? What stops me from being myself? I would rather be myself, live as myself, and die as myself than become a clone. Yes, of course, there's always a bottom line. Sometimes I say things that hurt people. Sometimes I say things that stings people. And they do too. Sometimes people say things that hurt me, which is alright. This is how we all grow and evolve. Now, I feel I said whatever I wanted to say through this video. It's time to end. So, focus on building your inner foundation. Focus on building your inner strength, integrity, authority, power. Use whatever medium you resonate with, whether it's science, spirituality, astrology, psychology, tarot, numerology, or something else altogether. Use it as a medium. As long as it allows you to build your inner strength and confidence, as long as it honors your intuition, your inner guidance, as long as it supports you, empowers you in building yourself more, rather than chipping it away and giving it away to people. Building yourself more. As long as double two, as long as something is helping you build yourself and become who you aren't, then you're doing the right thing. Of course, if it's the highest good of the humanity, as long as you aren't harming someone intentionally. Now, having said this, if you have reached the end of this video, thank you very much for listening to this entire video. I appreciate you spending your time, energy on this video. And remember to like, comment and subscribe the channel. Also, check out Future Signal. Future Signal are messages from your higher self, the self that has lived through 2026 and is responding from December. The December 2026 version of you is sharing all the blessings, miracles, gifts that you have received this year. If you would like to know more, check out the description. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.